Hi Sam. Are you ready for another exciting German word today?
Hi Alex. Absolutely, what's the word?
Today we're learning,
Leute,
which means people. It's a plural noun, and it's used quite commonly in everyday conversations.
People. That's interesting. Is it similar to any English words?
Yes, it is. But be careful, it's not a direct translation for every context. The most common usage is simply to refer to groups of individuals, like friends or family. However, it can sometimes be confused with the English word.
Blut,
But they aren't related.
Oh, I see. I wouldn't have thought of that.
Now, let's dive into some grammar.
Leute,
Is plural, and it doesn't have a singular form in standard German. The article used is.
die
So you would say,
Leute,
So there's no singular version.
exactly. In terms of gender,
Leute,
is a feminine plural noun. Since it's a plural, you don't need to worry about gender for singular forms.
Got it. What about some conjugations or usage in sentences?
Well, since
Leute,
is not a verb, we don't have conjugations here. But if you want to use it in a sentence, you could say,
die Leute sind freundlich.
which means the people are friendly.
That's simple.
In the past tense, you might say,
Die Leute waren glücklich.
meaning the people were happy. And for the perfect tense, you could say,
Die Leute sind gekommen.
which translates to the people have come.
That's helpful.
As for the imperative, you typically wouldn't use
Leute,
in that way since it refers to people in a general sense. Now let's explore the word's history.
Leute,
Comes from the old High German word,
Judi,
which also meant people or folk. It has evolved over time but has kept its core meaning.
That's fascinating. So it's been around for a long time.
Yes, it reflects how language evolves but still keeps some roots. Now, let's break down the word.
Leute,
Doesn't have a prefix or suffix since it's a standalone noun. It's like a Lego block all on its own.
That makes it easier to remember.
If it were a compound word, the last part would determine the gender. But here, it's simple. Speaking of similar words, let's look at some examples. We can find words that share the same root or pattern. For instance,
Leute,
relates to,
Volksleute,
meaning folk or common people.
Interesting. What else?
There's also
Siedler,
referring to settlers, and
Anwohner,
meaning residents. Both imply groups of people.
And what about suffixes?
Good question. Words like
Mitarbeiter,
mean employees and
Mitglieder,
means members.
That's a good way to group them.
If we consider the same prefix, you might encounter
Mitreisende,
which means fellow travelers. Now let's practice some speaking. Imagine you're at a party. You might say,
Ich kenne viele Leute hier.
which means I know many people here.
Ich kenne viele Leute hier.
Perfect. Another situation could be at work. You might say,
Die Leute in meinem Team sind toll.
meaning the people in my team are great.
Die Leute in meinem Team sind toll.
Excellent. Finally, think about a doctor's appointment. You could say,
Die Leute im Wartezimmer sind ungeduldig.
which translates to the people in the waiting room are impatient.
Die Leute im Wartezimmer sind ungeduldig.
Great job. Now, let's talk about gender hints. Since
Leute,
is plural, there's no specific ending to memorize. But you can think of it as a collection of individuals, so imagine a bustling crowd.
That's a vivid image.
Usage-wise,
Leute,
is informal, so it fits well in casual conversations. You might hear phrases like,
die Leute sagen das.
meaning people say that. Or,
Die meisten Leute denken das.
which translates to most people think that.
Those are useful.
Just remember, it's easy to confuse
Leute,
with
Leute,
from the verb,
Läuten.
which means to toll or ring, like a bell. Now, let's wrap it up with some example sentences. You might say,
Die Leute haben gut gegessen.
meaning the people have eaten well.
Got it.
Another could be,
Waren die Leute zufrieden?
which means were the people satisfied?
Yes.
And how about,
Viele Leute haben mitgemacht.
which translates to many people participated.
I see how this works.
Let's do a quick recall check. First question, what is the German word for people?
Leute.
Correct. Next, what's the article for?
Leute,
It's
Die.
Right again. What is the past tense form for the people were happy?
Die Leute waren glücklich.
Great job. What's a similar word that means members?
Mitglieder.
Exactly. And finally, can you use
Leute,
in a sentence about a party?
Die Leute tanzen auf der Party.
Perfect. You did really well today, Sam. The key takeaway is that
Leute.
means people and it's an important term for everyday conversation.
Thanks, Alex. I feel more confident using it now.
I'm glad to hear that. Keep practicing, and I look forward to our next lesson.